Have you ever been lost in the dark and felt that your inner strength had disappeared? Or try again and again, but still feel powerless and trapped? Everyone has infinite potential, but it may be covered by pain, fear, and confusion. Awaken the infinite power in your heart, overcome difficulties, find your true self, and ignite the light and power deep in your heart. One day, when Buddha and his disciples were resting under the tree, a disciple asked, "Master, how can I overcome the pain in my heart and regain my strength?" Buddha replied with a smile, "When you stand in the storm and try to resist it, your strength will gradually run out. On the contrary, when you learn to observe and accept this storm, your inner strength will naturally emerge." The disciple pondered for a moment and suddenly realized, inner strength does not come from external struggle, but from our understanding and acceptance of ourselves. When we learn to see the darkness in our hearts, we have the opportunity to ignite our own light. Everyone has infinite potential, but this power is often obscured by our self-doubt, fear, and past pain. True power comes from inner acceptance and awakening, not external achievements. When you can stop pursuing perfection and begin to embrace your own imperfection, you will find that the power hidden deep in your heart has been waiting for you to awaken. Whether you face pain, failure, or difficulties, these are opportunities for you to grow up. When you accept all this, you can release the infinite potential of your heart and regain your freedom and strength. We often put happiness on external things, hoping to gain inner peace by changing the environment. But Buddhist wisdom emphasizes that true happiness and strength do not come from external possession, but from inner peace and light. When you learn to turn to your heart and explore the inner power that belongs to you, you will no longer be shaken by changes in the outside world. The true self comes from inner awakening and self-accomplisance. When you can face your own fears and shadows and choose to treat them with love and compassion, you will find that the light in your heart will lead you to freedom and peace. Fear is often our biggest enemy in difficulties, which makes us feel powerless and anxious. Fear does not come from the outside world, but from our inner persistence and ignorance. When you learn to look directly at fear instead of avoiding it, you will find that fear is just a layer of mist, and the inner strength is enough to penetrate it and move towards the light. What you can change is not the external environment or the behavior of others, but your attitude towards fear. When you choose to face it head-on and dissolve it with wisdom and compassion, the inner strength will naturally appear. Inner peace does not come from avoiding difficulties, but from true acceptance of oneself. Each of us has the original calm and light. When you learn to see this inner power, you will no longer be affected by the storms of the outside world. When you can accept everything about yourself, including darkness and imperfection, the inner strength will naturally emerge. This calmness is not a passive escape, but a positive inner perception. When you can look at yourself with wisdom and compassion, and use this power to face the challenges of life, you will find that true freedom and power have been waiting for you in your heart. Pain often makes us feel lost and helpless. Pain is not our enemy. On the contrary, it is our awakened mentor, giving us the opportunity to understand ourselves deeply and discover our inner potential. When you learn to coexist with pain instead of resisting it, you can draw strength from it and find opportunities to be reborn. Every painful experience is an opportunity for us to re-examine ourselves and rebuild our strength. When you no longer escape from pain, but face it with compassion, you will find that pain is no longer a burden, but a gift to help you overcome the scars of the past and find inner strength. We are often lost in trouble and feel trapped and unable to find a way out. True strength comes from the light in our hearts. When you learn to turn to your heart and find the inner peace and light, you will no longer be influenced by external difficulties. No matter what kind of challenge you face, the light in your heart can lead you to realization. This inner power comes from your understanding of impermanence and awareness of the essence of life. When you can see that difficulties are only temporary changes, and the inner light is eternal, you will be able to get out of any difficulties and regain your own freedom and strength.